Hello, 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 and welcome back to Sit Down with TCC. I've not done one of these in a wee while, so it's good to be back. How are we? Are we all well? Good?
All well. All good.
Excellent.
Doing good. Wes is looking very angelic.
Yes,
white.
as always. As always.
Need a halo.
I know, just get one above your head.
Something.
Tremendous. So, this week, as you will have seen and heard, our guest is none other than Shinobi. Now, if you have seen any of our Dungeons and Dragons content, you will know that this is the guy that we drive to the absolute fucking mental edge every week because we are just absolutely crazy when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons. You guys know him as Shinobi. I have the very distinct honour of saying that it's not very often you can say this, but I have literally known him his entire life. So for any of these that don't know, that the connection is that Shinobi is my son, my eldest of two. I do have another child. I know. Dun, dun, dun. So yes,
that's a lore drop.
A lore drop, exactly. Background. So yes, Pierce, Shinobi, whatever you want to be called, welcome back to the channel. It's good to have you.
It's always good to be here.
Yay! So it's been a wee while since we've done one of the sit downs. So we'll get stuck in and we'll just ask some questions and we'll see where the conversation takes us.
Feels weird. Usually I'm the one speaking.
I know. It's us, so it will go fucking left and it will go right and it will go all over the shop. So just bear with us. Bear with us. So, to get started, obviously, anybody who's seen our stuff will only know you from a Dungeons and Dragons perspective. Yep. Would you like to give us a little bit of background into yourself? What you like video games wise? What you don't like video games wise?
Yeah, okay.
Anything else that you want to add into it?
Right, so in last set... Wait, that's not this.
Yeah.
I was waiting. Right, so... Yeah, I'm 18, so you're going to see my game. You're going to see my likes and dislikes for games probably in here. But I do... Pretty much every game I see that comes out, I like to try it or have a look at it. I try all types of games. I'll play like Stardew Valley games. I'll play like a Terraria, like a Minecraft. Any sandbox I really like. Stuff where you can really get into like the nitty gritty of different like niche like systems and stuff like Satisfactory and Scrap Mechanic, kind of engineering games. I've always had a distinct love for. And like Minecraft again, you can the whole like creative aspect of games I really like. But then kind of on the other side, I also really enjoy super like highly competitive games. So your kind of standard esports games, stuff like League of Legends, I play a lot of, Valorant, Rocket League. I used to play a bit of Overwatch. I don't really play it as much anymore because I like to win.
Yeah.
And more importantly for those kinds of games, I hate losing.
Yeah.
So I've wasted lots of my life that I'm never gonna get back on those games.
Wasted lots of your life. You're 18. We're more than talking to people who are more than double your age in here.
Hey, all I'm saying is at least 6 of those years are gone, and I'll never have them back. At least 6.
You were playing video games. It wasn't a waste, as far as I'm concerned.
Fair enough. So, I was improving.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I play a lot of single player games. Pretty much every genre of game. There's a game in that genre that I like. I do try and spend a lot of time in all of them. I really like my Souls-like games. Yep. I'm trying to 100% them all. Difficult. I have in fact beat them all.
Madman.
But yeah, the 100% are difficult. 100%.
Crazy.
Yeah, anything with like a challenge I really like because of the fact I just hate losing and I like bragging. You know, the Souls like fits those a lot. So yeah, my game's likes is pretty much everything, and my game dislikes is pretty much everything that's bad.
Yeah, it's a very very eclectic mix of
greedy. You know,
I agree.
like mobile games and like the generically bad games. I'm not a fan of.
Yeah,
And
no,
Marvel Rivals. Not a fan of
absolutely.
Marvel Rivals.
Who does?
So one question that we do ask everybody that comes on,
Oh yeah.
but we'll kind of vary it because you've kind of explained a lot of video games that you like there. So can you
Yeah.
give us, without thinking about it too much,
Oh god.
and it
Okay.
doesn't necessarily have to be in order, but your
Yep.
top 5 video games of all time,
Just straight up, right?
straight up.
Titanfall
Again, it
2.
doesn't have to be in order,
Yep.
so you can
Yeah,
Titanfall 2.
well, yeah, Titanfall 2, favorite FPS of all time. Phenomenal game, great story, best movement in a game ever, great characters, amazing. I'm gonna go Elden Ring. Again,
Okay.
phenomenal story if you look into it.
Yeah.
Great characters, great combat, and it's on the easier side for Souls-like, so it's nice to get into. Great visuals, map, phenomenal. Sekiro, I like anime, I like samurai, and it's difficult. It's pretty much a rhythm game. If you get into the nitty gritty of it, I really like it. It was, I want to say, so yeah, Sekiro, amazing. I love like the Japanese vibes, the samurai, the katanas, the kind of lone ronin. I love that. The combat really clicks after a certain point, and once it clicks, it's amazing. It's one of my favorite games to speedrun as well. This is actually where it starts getting difficult. I really like Rain World. Rain World, I'd probably put up there.
Okay.
Again, super challenging game. Lots of variation. Just the sheer complexity of it and the ecosystem in the world, and what goes behind the AI and stuff in it is amazing to me, and I really like that. And last one, I actually don't know. League of Legends, maybe? Just because I'm playing that right now. I feel like that or Satisfactory, I'd put.
I think it'd
Feel
be
like we
fair
need some
to say
multiplayer
there's, yeah, definitely. I think it's fair to say there's quite a wide mix there, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of everything in there, which is good. I kind of am similar in terms of I don't like to sort of pigeon myself as I like that type of games. I don't like any other type of games. So yeah, no, the good kind of mix of games in there.
Yeah,
Which is
I like good games and I don't like bad games.
Yeah, I mean that's absolutely fair enough. Yeah, I mean I would argue that there's not a bad video game. There are just better video games than others.
God, that's an argument. I don't know about that. Like,
But
You ever played Battlefield 5?
Yeah, oh no, there we go. There we go. We should get a fucking hardline counter somewhere on the fucking channel every time it gets mentioned. Absolutely brilliant.
There's a game I have on Steam and it cost me like 50 pence, right? It's a game called Big Rigs. And it is it's a truck racing game, right? It takes about 5 seconds to install, right? It's a truck racing game with different tracks and stuff. It is the most horrendously like actually made video game I've ever seen. And don't get me wrong, it's funny for the first like 5 minutes. Yeah. I have the 100% achievements in it because the only achievement you have to actually earn is you have to press the mute button. And then the rest of them, and it's got 50 achievements, right? The rest of them, 52 achievements, something like that. And the rest of them, you just get from sitting in the game. So I left the game on for a total of like 6 hours, and I just got all the achievements.
Wow.
Yeah, you actually you end up going. So there's not a speed cap on the reversing, so it's faster to reverse, and you just go infinitely faster and faster. Yeah,
it's
Shout out to Big Rigs, by the way.
Big Rigs.
We need a sequel.
That's probably like in terms of just a game being made. That's one of my examples of it's a bad game, but it's funny because of that. So
in that case, it's not a bad game because it's about funny.
Yeah, it's just less good than other games.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So away from video games, if we can go into that horrible place that we call the real world. Hobbies, things that you do outside of gaming, or doesn't have to be outside of gaming, just outside of video gaming.
Oh no! Right. Okay. So no. I play a lot of basketball. Basketball is probably my favorite hobby. Play a lot of basketball. Watch a lot of basketball. Watch in-depth like analysis and like games and all that good stuff. I paint and I watch a bunch of Warhammer stuff, Warhammer 40k,
Nice.
and Age of Sigmar and all of the Warhammer series in those games. I really like the miniature painting and the stories and the characters are really good. I read a lot of books from that. I just read a lot of books in general. Lots of fantasy books, love it. Lots of sci-fi books, love them. Other hobbies, I like to draw.
Nice.
I'm half decent at a Rubik's cube. I can flip a butterfly knife. I can pick locks. I play a lot of card games. Lots of Magic the Gathering. I used to play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, but the longer you play Yu-Gi-Oh, the worse it gets, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%.
You have different reasons to me, and my reasons are right, and yours are wrong.
Well, mine's are also right. So.
No, to be fair, yours are half right. Only half right, I'd say. But lots of Magic the Gathering. I really enjoy Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to be like, you've called out the Yu-Gi-Oh thing, so we're gonna have to talk about it, right?
Yep.
The problem with Yu-Gi-Oh for me is, I grew up watching the original, first few series of the cartoon, and then the card game came after that, which was absolutely fine. The problem I have with modern iterations of it is, if it takes you like more than fucking 2 minutes to make a move in a card game, it's fucking pointless. You've lost me. I'm gone. Like, and when that move consists of fucking 17 different fucking things, and that's there, which gets rid of that, and that's I'm away. I'm gone. Like, I want to put a card down, I want to see what he puts down, and then we'll fucking go for it. Like, that's about the size of it.
I agree with you, Nick. I agree with you.
2 minutes. 2 minutes is egregious, but I've also heard you say more than 30 seconds before, and that's
do you know what? You've got 5 cards in your hand. You should know what they all do. Just fucking play one of them. Like, that's it.
Seen the card text, go for it.
Yeah, but that's also part of the problem, is the fact that like as the game's going on, the amount of effects and the amount of cards that have effects are, like, you know, it's probably in the 90%, I would imagine, that of cards that actually have effects now. Whereas I'm from
easily 95, 99.
I'm from a time where, you know, the monster cards were the monster cards, and that was it. Your card was better or it was worse than what your opponent had. And
if it had an
worse,
effect, that was
lost.
If
there was a handful that had effects. Yeah, exactly.
Like, that was why it was good, rather than so okay.
Basically, fuck new versions of Yu-Gi-Oh. That's what I say. Right?
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is very sweaty. The thing I don't like about Yu-Gi-Oh is a lot of the kind of meta and like what's good now is just trying to kill your opponent on turn like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And if it gets to the point where you can do that consistently off of like having 2 or 3 cards in your hand, like from your draw.
Yeah.
And obviously that's like incredible that people can build decks like that up to that consistency and that competitive level. Yeah. And that's really fun on that point, but it gets kind of old if you're trying to play a game of Yu-Gi-Oh and you lose on turn 2 after playing like 2 cards.
Yeah. It's just pointless. It's not a game.
Yeah, 100%.
No,
100%. That's why I like Magic a bit more.
For a game, there needs
to
be 2 people playing.
Yeah.
And that's just not it.
Rather than like a game of solitaire. No, I get that.
Yeah, exactly.
There's also lots of floodgates in Yu-Gi-Oh as well, kind of control-y stuff that doesn't really let you play. I think it's a viable strategy, but I just don't like it. I don't think many people do.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
I agree with Nipper there. I play Master Duel quite a bit.
Yeah.
And what I've come to realize is your turn is their turn, and their turn is their turn.
Yeah, 100%.
Turn into fucking Russia. It's not your turn, our turn, comrade.
Yeah,
and then you die.
That's exactly it.
And I agree with the deck building, like building your deck, building your kids to where you can fuck them up and without even them having a turn. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's one of the fun parts about card games, in my opinion, is the actual the deck building as well.
Fair play to them. On you go. But go and fuck off when you try to face me, who's an idiot. That's why I put down 1 card, put in a trap, and tell you go fuck yourself and get beat anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you steal my monster just to fuck me off. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
What's the
Yu-Gi-Oh's too consistent and it's too fast, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
old and decrepit. I don't need that shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
You can
Yeah, though.
the fact you can hit most of those combos off of 1 or 2 cards, and it's like, oh, I just win now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
Like, oh,
pointless.
I didn't even mean that.
The
Yeah,
whole thing
no.
is just pointless. But yeah, nah.
That's
Anyway,
why I
Rant-
prefer Magic the Gathering.
rant about Yu-Gi-Oh over.
One last one. It's my favorite thing. I've got an Exodia deck that came in a fucking like it come.
Yep.
You can buy like pre-made packs in the store.
Yeah.
And Exodia one was one of them. I enjoy the very, and I mean rare occasion where my hand comes out and it's like 4 pieces Exodia.
And you
Put a
just
card
gotta
down,
search for the last one.
put a card down, draw a card. Yes. That feeling of
Exodia
joy.
To be fair,
The
like
the
a bunch of the
absolute
support got bad. My
yeah,
friend
and
used to have a
still
really good one. He would just dig through his whole deck to try and find the pieces. It was
Yeah.
really funny, actually. It's
Yeah.
really like niche though. It's kind of hard. Usually they run I think it's like a shadow Exodia or like it was a different. There's a different version of Exodia that doesn't have like
Yeah.
the 5 pieces win. And
No,
they usually
yeah.
run that instead.
Yeah.
As the main thing of the deck, but
Alphas,
the
I
5
think
pieces win.
same part that I run as well.
Yeah.
I kind
The
of
5
mean
pieces
just
wins phenomenal.
when you get it, just you're sitting there like a fucking
Yeah.
child. It's just like
It's literally like a jackpot. Literally like a jackpot.
Yeah, it's great.
Absolutely.
And the next
Right.
game you get fucking slapped in one round.
Yeah, right.
That's just how it
We'll
goes.
move on from Yu-Gi-Oh. Otherwise, we'll not get
Please.
fucking very
We'll
much
just be
else.
sat here the whole time.
We'll
Yeah,
not get
yeah.
very much else talked about.
We'll be sat here for like the amount of time that an average turn takes.
Yeah. So, Pierce, more about you in terms of video games. What is your earliest video game memory? What was the game? How did you kind of get yourself into video games to the level
Yeah.
that you're at this point?
Okay. So most of my early years on this planet, right? Because I was born with the internet, right?
Yeah.
Like when I was really, really young, probably like 4 or 5, I watched lots of like YouTube videos of like gaming and stuff, and most of that was Minecraft, right? Minecraft is, in my opinion, the most nostalgic game for me. People like, the legends of Minecraft. You've got like your Dan TDM, your Stampy Longhead, all that kind of thing. I used to watch them all the time, and I remember finally managing to get a copy of Minecraft for Christmas for the Xbox 360. And then I believe I got it on my iPod Touch at the time, Minecraft Pocket Edition, and I used to sit on it for hours and hours, to the point where even just like the music, just takes me back.
Yeah.
Because Minecraft music just is like distinct. So that would probably be my earliest memories. Would be watching Stampy's Lovely World, watching Dan TDM mod reviews.
Yeah.
And then finally getting the game and going, wait, I can't get mods on Xbox 360.
I know you can't. I can't do what these guys are doing.
Yeah, and I had to wait. And
Absolutely.
then I had to wait 10 years, and I got a computer, and I could do it all.
Yay. See, I remember, and I'll try not jump too much to jog your memory because this is about you. It's not about me.
Yeah.
But I have a very distinct memory of you watching a lot of a YouTuber called Scrapman
Oh, I love Scrapman.
playing Scrap Mechanics.
That
So
was
this guy-
later. Yeah.
My version of this guy was he did everything. He made everything and did everything and did loads of challenges. But I just remember near enough every time like you were watching something either on a phone or a laptop or an iPad or whatever, it was always this guy. I have his voice like in my brain because I can remember it that much.
Yeah,
And it
Scrapman
was
and Can, those two, loved them.
Yeah, and I remember because he was always Santa Claus. His character was always Santa Claus, like the little avatar in the game was always Santa Claus, and it just reminds me of Flump in The Division because he was Santa Claus.
Bringing
Yeah.
the pain.
Yeah, that would have been a bit later, I would have said. I probably would have been like, I hate saying it, but probably about 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Sorry, again, age showing. My bad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have been that age, but yeah, I did watch a lot of Scrap Mechanic and Trailmakers, and again the engineering games, because engineering and like physics and like how stuff works, I've always been super into.
Yeah.
Like kind of opening on, like looking under the hood, seeing why stuff ticks, what makes it work. So those games are always been really interested in me. And obviously, when I got unrestricted access to the internet, that's what happens, right? Is you just watch YouTube videos.
That's exactly what happens, and that's all that happens, and we'll move on very swiftly from
I was just about to say.
You're gonna get through like half your questions.
I know. Very quickly. So, kind of just obviously on this channel, a lot of, well, near enough exclusively, you're on here as a dungeon master, guiding us through a campaign of Dungeons and Dragons. Can you? Now, this is very good, and again, I'm your father. I'm not sure if you're aware of that or not, but
I like after that.
yeah. A lot of the time, things are passed down. So the likes of interests go from parent to child, and they either pick it up or they don't pick it up. But Dungeons and Dragons is something that's very much gone the opposite way.
Yeah.
You were very interested in Dungeons and Dragons, and I did not even have a clue about what it was, or I'd heard about it, but not really taken it on. I didn't really understand.
You still thought it was like Satanism. No, I got it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was thought of in Texas back in the 80s, And so my question, essentially off the back of that, is how did your interest in Dungeons and Dragons kind of spark, and where did that come from?
Yeah, okay. That was probably around probably up and coming 10 years now, I would say. Yeah, about 8 I would have been. It would have been the first time I was getting into Magic the Gathering. And if people don't know, the same people that make Magic the Gathering, or the same people that publish it, I don't think it was originally the same. Wizards of the Coast, WotC, they also make Dungeons and Dragons. So I was like, oh, what's this? Again, unrestricted access to the internet.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And I think like the autism in me like dragged me towards it, right? It was like, you need this. And just the creativity in games is something I really like. And D&D is one of the, and TTRPGs in general are super creative. You get to write backstories. I've got like 10,000, 12,000 word backstories just like ready to go at any point. I love writing and kind of making stuff and all that good stuff. So when I saw you could do that all in D&D, and it was a case of like, it wasn't a case of like in a video game there's an invisible wall stopping you from going outside the city, or like sometimes in games you can't jump, or you can't specifically move in different ways and stuff. It was really cool to be able to write these characters, create them, and then see them go through their stories and that kind of thing. I really, really enjoyed that. And the random chance just, made it funny.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, it probably would have been 10 years ago, and I started watching Critical Role, and I got into that and a bunch of online like live play kind of things, and then I got into other tabletop RPGs, and it just went from there.
Yeah,
nice.
Oh, very good. I kind of, like I said, I'd never really taken it on when I was younger or when I was a kid, but
it's because I didn't go outside for a while.
Yeah. I'd seen obviously how much you took to it, and I think the fact is that you can almost break this world apart and see what's inside of it with Dungeons and Dragons. Like video games, it's very much like it's there, it's in front of you, play it. Like that,
it's doing what it's supposed to do.
It's exactly
what it's designed to do. Yeah.
And like obviously, I've kind of started DMing a game now, which is a whole different side to actually playing it. But for me, what I like seeing and what I like doing is the difference in Dungeons and Dragons, and I would imagine most TTRPGs where you control a character and a video game, is it's not that you're playing that character, it's that you are that character. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a case of the backstories they're already written, and you use these abilities and you pick them up as you go along. You are that character. You choose what they say at any time. You choose what they do at any time, and you have complete creative. Well, within the rules of the game, obviously.
Yeah.
You have complete creative freedom, and for me, that's probably 90% of the reason that I love D&D.
Yeah. It's the creativity. It's imagination with rules, right? That's how I
exactly
always
it.
like to describe it. Yeah.
That's exactly it. Exactly.
I have a question off the back of that.
Oh
Go on
yeah.
then.
So it's going to put you on the spot a bit. So you're saying obviously Shinobi passed Dungeons and Dragons up to you.
Yeah.
What did Nipper pass on to you?
Oh fuck! I'll see you later, boys. Eh?
Obviously, my incredibly good looks.
Ah, my guy.
my natural charm, my suave.
Hey.
Get it so far.
In terms of hobbies and stuff, I remember early on I was quite interested in football, and I went to like a football practice. Obviously he's very into football, and that's what he does. I like the sport, but I don't like play it or anything anymore. I had a while where I didn't like it for a while. And I got into basketball, and I was like, yeah, sports are cool. That was way later though. A lot of like the geekier sides of my gaming interests, like for example the JRPGs, the Final Fantasies, I really like those kind of things. That would probably be it. It would be like the original kind of draws and interests in like RPGs and fantasies, and like I like Lord of the Rings and that kind of thing. Harry Potter, Star Wars probably is a big one as well. Kind of interests in those, I'd imagine, would probably be what I'd answer for that.
Nice.
Excellent. It's nice to know I've passed something to the next generation.
And sucking at multiplayer games.
And sucking at multiplayer games. Wow. Called out.
I call myself out too.
No, very good, very good. So again, I'll take us away from video games for a little bit. So, in terms of yourself, you're 18, just in the process of leaving school. What's the future? What happens? What are you planning on doing? That totally sounded like a dad question there.
I know.
I didn't mean it to
Jesus.
come across like that. I was genuinely like setting you up to answer.
Yeah. So
we did.
Don't ground me. No, it's a thing I've thought about a lot, but I'm wanting to go to uni or potentially college, depending on how my stuff comes back from school. Obviously, you'll know this from our conversations before, but I'm wanting to do game development, and then hopefully work on making games. I'm wanting to make friends with. I want to make games with my best friend as a business, and pretty much just see where that takes me. That's been something I've been into since I've been into games, is making games.
Yep.
Just the ability to, because like video games are magical, right? Like I know that's kind of like that might be crazy to say, for some people, or for some people to hear, but video games are genuinely, like, the effect they can have on people are, in my opinion, it is like pure magic. It's the same effect as like things like Disney and that kind of thing can have on people, where it can genuinely help people, or maybe even more, where it can genuinely help them like escape or deal with like real life problems, which it doesn't sound like it could, but it can. And just the ability to make something and potentially help someone out like that, and then give everyone else like a really good experience that they'll enjoy. That's always been my dream, right? So that's the plan.
Listen, you're preaching to the choir there as far as what video games can actually bring to people's lives. You're 3 fully grown men in front of you who have played video games for near enough their entire lives and are quite happy
over my
to
entire
in
life.
a video game. More than your entire life I've played video games for. So no, absolutely. obviously video game development is the avenue you're wanting to go down. Obviously, between conversations you and I have had, uni, college courses, are you applied? Are you in? What are you doing? How are we looking?
Yeah. So, wow, this is just like a conversation
Sorry,
a dad
I
would
do
have with his son.
apologise.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like I'm intruding on this here.
I've got a bunch of so, as I said, you'll know this, but just for everyone else,
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of offers from Abertay, which is a really good game development and computing kind of university. I've got a bunch of conditional offers from there, so all's hoping well, all hoping it goes well. If my exam results come back good, then I'm going to be going into computer games application development. Is the name of the course at Abertay, and if not, there's a college. I can't remember the actual name of it, but there's a college course, just at like the Dundee in Agus College,
Yep.
Where you can go there, and then passing that, you can drop into second year at that Abertay course, or you can keep going and drop into third year instead.
Yeah.
And failing all of that, then I don't even know what I'm doing with my life at that point.
Yeah, Twitch. No, I think, like I said, I've said this to you before. I think it's good to have different paths going down the same route. You've obviously got your mind set on what you want to do, and I'd also like to point out that the path that you've decided to go down is your path. It's not been influenced in any way, shape, or form by me or your mother, for that fact. So it's good you've chosen your own way to go, and you're working hard to get there. So no, well done.
How inspirational from my old man.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
It's
It's
to
like
be
a dad
fair.
and
To be
two
fair, I would say, and I know we're men, we don't really outpour of emotion very often, but you know fine well that I am very proud of you, and I'm proud of everything that you do.
I'm proud of me too.
Yeah, so you should be. Fucking way to take the shine off the moment there. Well done, pal.
I'm proud of you too, Dad.
Thanks, pal. I appreciate it.
I want to just a wee question for you, Shinobi, just to maybe get a wee bit deeper in that. Is there a particular avenue of game development that you're looking to get into, or is it just
I'll do
whatever
everything.
you want? Is just whatever you want, or is there like a specific one that you feel that you would excel at compared to any other?
Just from my past experiences with making games and stuff, and coding and stuff, I'm good at problem solving and the geeky side that no one likes doing, right? The nitty gritty coding and stuff. I'm a lot better at but also I'm a pretty good ideas man, I'd like to say. But yeah, in terms of like making games, I'll do everything. I'll make music, I'll do models, visuals, story. I like it all, so I don't mind what. Like the first thing I would go down just off the top of my head would be like a coding kind of aspect, but since I'm trying to potentially start like an indie company with my friend, I think we're just naturally gonna have to do everything anyway, right? So yeah, I'm happy going down literally any of those paths.
Fair.
Even like being like a pixel artist or something like that, I'm completely fine with that. All that stuff's really cool to me.
Probably good that you got a wide variety of expertise in it, rather than if you say you want to go to make an indie company rather than just focusing on one area, which probably actually get your sort of open your net, shall we say?
Yeah, give like a foundations. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I suppose then once that's all done, you can be like, fuck it, I only want to do this.
Yeah, you can specialize after that. Yeah, 100%. It's like any job.
And make loads of money so you can retire me. That would be fun. That'd be dozy.
You're old enough to retire anyway, no?
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. I feel it, but I'm not. We'll just leave that.
Shinobi, you're no feel that he can't rattle you.
I was going to say, I know where you live. So, last.
That didn't sound bad at all.
We're on to the last
I'm
question.
18. Yeah.
Well, so yeah, I'll still beat the shit out of you. So, last question, and again, this is another question that we ask everybody that comes on.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, you can take your time to think about this, but
Okay.
obviously, for me, the answer from your point of view is very obvious. But what is your favourite thing about the Controller Chronicles?
Okay.
You're hoping he says Euro.
Thinking about this from your point of view, of my point of view, you want me to say you, and I get that. Because if I was doing this, I would want people to say me as well. I get that. But the real answer is
truth.
No, I'm kidding.
That's never anybody's answer, mate. Don't
It's
worry.
my answer. It's my answer as well.
You're my friend's favorite, actually. Flump. You're his favorite. No, I like.
What's his name?
I'm not saying that. He's in the Discord. Ask in there.
He is in the Discord.
He is.
Piercy's friend. You're my favourite.
Aww.
Pierce's.
I'll forward him the video after. I'm sure he'll give it a like and subscribe.
There you go.
He's now my favourite.
Quite right.
Fair enough. What was I saying? Yeah. So my favorite thing, like on like a serious note, other than the episodes I'm in, I think you three, obviously being friends, you can see that you've been friends for a while. You can actually get a sense of that when you guys are playing games. You're having fun, you're having banter. That's really good. Like it's honest. It's all out there. It's you can tell you're not like baking it or putting a character on. It's all like that's what friends are like, right? I like that. I like all three of you are completely different. Like on like a personality silhouette, right? You three are like insanely different. You all give completely different vibes. Like Flump's insane. He'll run into anywhere and he'll slap anything, right? Obviously, this comes from my D&D things of you guys too, because D&D likes to show personalities a lot, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
You like to think a lot more. You're a lot more cautious, Dad. But you also like to feel big and strong.
Yeah.
You like the aura of it rather than hitting someone. You like the vibes, right? And Fletch doesn't know what you two are doing at all times of the day.
That's pretty accurate.
He's just here for the ride.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's completely fine. Every group has someone insane, someone not insane, and someone insanely confused.
It's somehow works. The Fletch is confused. Nipper wants to have the aura of being the big strong man, and I just want to slap a bitch.
Yeah. You don't care if you're the big strong man. You're just hitting someone. Yeah, 100%.
I just want to backhand that boy.
Yeah, that would probably be my answer. You're all so different, and you're all, you bring a wide variety, and you can tell you're friends. That's probably, it's a long answer, but I think that's probably what it would be.
No, I appreciate that, because it is easy to, when you're putting stuff out on the internet, it'd be quite natural, I think, to put on a bit of a persona and guard yourself a little bit from, the internet's a horrible place at the best of times. But, so I think we do, as much as we possibly can, be ourselves.
Yeah, and you do stuff with the communities and stuff as well, and that's and that's great.
Yeah, I mean the community that we've built since we started doing this. We're private conversations that the three of us have had. We probably wouldn't still be doing this if there wasn't a community behind it, watching it and doing it. Because then it's just three morons sitting here talking about video games. At least other people get to chime in and have a look and all the rest of it. And again, the stuff that we've done with like mental health charities and things like that, and even like the Kilt Walk with the charity, it's important to us that as much as we're seen doing what we're doing, I think it's important to us that we put it out there that we are actually us and we're nice people and we do actually like to give as much as we do every now and again. Well, we're sort of nice people sometimes.
Yeah, I hate people.
Depends who you're talking to.
We're dickheads along the line as well, to be perfectly honest. But no, so listen, I do appreciate your take on that. Excellent. Right, but I suppose we're going to throw a little curveball in here for you, Pierce. So, if you had one question that you could ask us either individually or as a group, what would it be? And you will get the unbridled truth.
So even before this was going to end, I was going to flip this around and start asking questions. Also,
Well,
that was my idea from the start.
Go for it. Do it.
So I think
What
the
you
first
got?
one,
Come on then.
Come on, Dave.
the first
Come
one that
on.
comes to my head. I don't know if this has been answered in the previous ones because I've not watched all of your TCC sit downs and stuff.
Okay.
So if it's already been answered, just tell me to shut up and tell me to watch videos.
Okay.
Will do.
Shut up and watch the videos.
Damn, okay. Never mind. Bye, guys. I've got 2 monitors. I'll start watching them and thinking at the same time. But
Right, go for it. What you
my
got?
first question that I would genuinely be interested in is, you asked me kind of this earlier. What would be your earliest kind of gaming experience in getting into gaming? So obviously I answered with watching Minecraft videos and finally getting it, and like the happiness and the creativity behind that. What would you guys' answers be to that? Because obviously that'll be wildly different to mine.
So we have obviously covered this in one of
Yeah.
the very early podcasts that we did, but you know, it's not too. We can always do a quick refresher. So mine's is the earliest video game memory I can have was the Sega Mega Drive system coming out.
Yep.
We got it. It came in and just playing Sonic on it the whole time. Sonic the Hedgehog, the original. So
Yep.
I didn't really. That's my earliest gaming memory. I do have. I would maybe have been about 6. I was about to say it. I was about to say it.
6 or
I'm
7.
going to say 5 or 6 just to avoid it.
But plus 1.
Yeah, 5 or 6 plus 1. About that sort of age at that point. So that's as best a memory as I can conjure. That's mine.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you two?
Mine usually changes depending on how my memory is that day, to be honest with you.
Favorite gaming memory? I played Division yesterday.
But
My earliest memory.
I had it. But the main one was always I was up at my grand's. I think it was maybe about 6 or so. Because I used to go up and stay at my grand's for a weekend. And my uncle was he stayed there. He wasn't too much older than me, and he always had a console, and it was always me just sitting watching him just play whatever, whether it was like Sonic or Mario or just whatever. That's always sort of the basis of what my gaming start was. But the 2 memories I have most vividly is playing Batman in my bedroom. I can't mind what Batman it was specifically, but it was for the Mega Drive. I'm like, Mum, come in here. Look at me play the video game. She couldn't give a shit. She still doesn't give a shit, but she did that. And then the other one's always been GTA 3. Staying up when after my grand's just died. Took his PlayStation, played it for like fucking day and a half.
Yep.
He comes back, he's like, what you been doing? I'm like, been playing this. He's like, yeah, we tech. I'm like, fuck you, I finished it. Bye bye.
Your thing about Batman reminds me. Again, one of my earlier memories was on that same Xbox 360 when I would take it from Mom's house to Dad's house. I had played Lego Batman 2. You'll remember this. Lego Batman 2 at your house. I remember, rest in peace, my great granddad when he came over. I just have a really early memory, and I can remember the level and everything it was on, of your dad explaining the Lego games to great granddad, and you were like, "Yeah, it's the little people, and you see when they die, they fall apart." And he was really interested, and he had a great time. That's another earlier memory that you just reminded me of there. Like Batman 2.
Fletch, your answer to that question. Go for it.
I have 2 because I think my original answer in our episode was Sonic 2 on the Mega Drive.
Yep.
But one just came to my head when I was listening to you guys. And it was Mega Man on the original Game Boy.
Oh yes.
Okay.
So my dad was in the Marines, and he had bought himself a Game Boy when he was away on his travels, and he handed it down to us, and all 3 of us had to share this Game Boy.
Yeah.
So
have you still got it?
We had it is somewhere at my mum's.
Yeah. Okay.
So we had Tetris, Hunt for Red October, and Mega Man, and all 3 of us had the game, each game that we played. So Mega Man is mine.
Nah,
that's well.
Cracking lad.
So you three are a bunch of Sonic kids, is what I'm getting from that.
Yeah, that pretty much covers it, I think, to be honest with you. Yeah, no, absolutely. No,
I
excellent.
like the
Because we were in a
Sorry.
30s PS, not 18,
Yeah.
not 18, you know.
yeah, not in your physical prime like this specimen.
Yeah, that's
the nick of
Let's
it.
speak for
Jesus.
some. I've always been in my physical prime.
Sorry, my bad. I
Round.
forgot. I wasn't including you. My bad.
I've always
no, I
been
feel like-
round.
I feel like you can tell sometimes if someone grew up on Mario or Sonic as their first game. I don't know. I feel like there's a big difference between them.
Yeah, I think
I
there is a
can't-
different breed
can't-
of gamer. Yeah.
Can't specifically like name the difference, but like if you meet someone and you
It's
talk
there.
to them and they played games, you can tell, which group liked Sonic and which one liked Mario as a kid. I think.
like I say, controversially, I've never been a Nintendo fan.
Well, I'm not a
Never.
Nintendo fan, but I like Nintendo
Yeah.
games.
Never
Fair.
been a Nintendo fan.
Fair.
yeah.
Wow.
The only
I
one I
think the-
scuppered was the
This will
GameCube.
probably go into another rant, but I really like the Nintendo Switch. I feel like that was a really good, like that was Nintendo's turning point for me as a, as a gaming fan. I think was the Nintendo Switch because they failed on the Wii U. It flopped. It flopped massively.
He's a console snob, Pierce. That's what he's.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the face he's trying to do there. Right? Doesn't like the Switch.
And
no, bro.
I think after the Wii U, I think they really brought it back, and I think Nintendo Switch is probably a top 5 console of all time.
Oof.
That genuinely, I think, with the amount it did and the games that it brought, and
Listen,
and
there's-
like what
there's
it
an
did,
argument.
I think 100%.
That's a shout.
And you know,
Yeah,
what, I think
Argument there for
I
it.
think Nintendo probably has at least 2 more of that spot. I can't even lie
Yeah.
to you.
Oh,
In the top 5.
okay. On that
that-
note, I
at
think
least one.
we'll probably stick a pin in that before we start fucking any more rants and raves. Fletch like he's gonna have a fucking migraine. So
Maybe one more in the top 5. Maybe one more. Maybe not 2.
Yeah. The 64. Simple.
Oh, true. 64 and then Game Boy on there too. Game Boy Color.
the GBC. Oh my
Fine.
god.
Fine. Yeah. Fine. I'll give you a Game Boy Color.
And you
Excellent.
put what PS3 and like.
I'll give you the
what
GameCube or
other-
not.
Yeah, I think the GameCube's got to be in there.
Yeah.
It's all of us agree on the GameCube. I think.
Yeah,
that's
no,
Yeah.
no matter
all-
what,
all
no
of
matter
us
what, I
agree
think
on.
Nintendo takes at least 2 of the top 5.
I
my
would be
opinion.
inclined to agree,
yeah.
but for me, it's
least
GameCube and
two.
N64.
Mhm.
Yes. I'll
I
agree
think
to that.
that's respectable. I think.
Yeah.
I think the PS3's got to be on there too. Maybe even the PS4. I don't think you can have
PS2.
both, but I think one of them at least.
See, for
Three.
me,
I'd
the
say
PS2.
3.
Yeah.
PS2 takes it for me.
PS2 is the highest PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd even put the Xbox 360 on there for
This could
memory.
be one hell of a good conversation, by the way.
There we
Well,
go.
hold
Do you
on.
know
Don't
what?
end this now. Well, hold on. No, wait. You said the 360 isn't even on in the top
No,
5.
I would
did
say
you say?
no. I would say the
No,
360
I
would
would
be.
have the
Okay.
360 in my top 5.
Okay,
yeah.
I was about to say because Halo on the 360
Yeah,
origin.
yeah. Just for that game, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah,
The only reason
Forget
I
about
got an
the
Xbox.
rest.
100%.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
The Red Ring of Death to this day is the saddest moment in my life.
Yeah,
Saddest
it's
moment.
horrible.
It is.
Absolutely horrible. Horrible.
Right, I'll stop thinking this. We can do a TCC.
Yeah, I was going to say
sit down
no,
part 2.
we're derailing. Sit down part 2.
What's their part two?
No, listen.
Sit down, stand up.
Sit down, stand. No, listen. Thank you very much for coming on, Pierce. It's been very
Yeah,
good.
thank you
It's
for
been
having
very
me.
good. Yes, of course, and no doubt you'll be back on the channel soon, trying to
Thank you
talk
for
us
having
through
me.
fucking.
You're
D&D
welcome for
and
having me.
all that.
Well-
Yeah, there you go. Right,
That'll hear
everybody.
opinion.
Thank you all so
Yeah.
very much, and we'll see
Yeah.
you all again soon.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Okay.
Toodles.
Goodbye.
Or